The regular season is over and championship aspirations are in the air. One of the most highly awaited first-round matchups, the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets. And the story in this series, Dwayne Wade and Lance Stephenson. Stephenson making remarks that he is the best guard in this series. Let's see if he can back it up. Jarrett Jack, acquired at the trade deadline, has been a vocal leader for the Hornets. Now Jefferson with Udonis Haslam on him, and if that shot's going in, he's going to have his way with Miami. Kemba Walker with a full steam ahead in-and-out move on Mario Chalmers, and he blows the layup. Not something you'd expect from Walker. And Miami back the other way. Dwayne Wade right past Lance Stephenson into the paint. Dwayne Wade finishing beautifully around the rim. Chris Anderson told us that the culture of the team never changed after LeBron James left. Most of the guys from the championship years are here. They're an experienced team. They know how to win. Chris Bosh's shot falls, and they're starting to open this one up now. Given that Walker was able to play off ball because of Stephenson, it would make sense that his percentages were a bit higher. Thomas Robinson, acquired from the Trailblazers, his shot's off. Miami off to the races. And it's Luol Deng, a pull-up jumper that falls, and Charlotte, they're going to have to stop the bleeding soon. Kemba Walker with his back to the basket, not a strength of his game. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist being left wide open by Luol Deng, but that's not a shot that he is going to normally take. But Lance Stephenson will take this one and make it. He's been relatively quiet up to this point, but he keeps Charlotte in it with that one. Cross-court pass to Luol Deng, and now Chalmers is open. He'll take it. Didn't get enough air under that one. Al Jefferson with the rebound, and Charlotte will have a chance to edge a bit closer before the half. And Kemba Walker with a daring pass inside, and Dwayne Wade comes up with it down the other end. Dwayne Wade throws it down. Not what Charlotte wanted at the end of the second quarter. Start of the second half now. We'll see if the Hornets are able to regroup. They struggled with their shot in the first half. Robinson gets by Bosh, and it looks like more of the same. Another easy attempt, just not falling through. Dwayne Wade now over two defenders, and it goes in. Miami and Dwayne Wade picking up where they left off. And although Stephenson hasn't put the ball in the basket much, his presence has definitely been felt. He's been in the face of Dwayne Wade and talking to him all evening. Mario Chalmers' a shot off the back iron, a bit too strong. And the clock is dwindling down, but Charlotte still has a chance to potentially come back in this one. Kidd-Gilchrist again being left wide open by Luol Deng. Charlotte may want to consider a substitution with the amount of space that Deng's able to play on Gilchrist, but he still manages to get to the basket. And Eric Spoelstra is going to call timeout. Charlotte, 6-point game. They're not done yet. Andrew Bynum getting the minutes late over Chris Anderson. It's already been said the impact he's had for Miami. His shot, no good. And Lance Stephenson now in the open court. Always scary when he has the ball in his hands with a head of steam. Kemba Walker now defended by Dwayne Wade. Charlotte is loading up on the strong side. Stephenson's got a bit of a mismatch with Chalmers. Now Al Jefferson and Chris Bosh. He gets Bosh in the air for a second, and Jefferson hits it. Here come the Charlotte Hornets. It's only a 4-point game. Stephenson playing aggressive with Dwayne Wade. And he'll give it up to Mario Chalmers. They often like to get the ball to Chris Bosh in these situations. Pick and roll from Andrew Bynum. Moving it around the horn, and now it's Bosh open for three. That doesn't fall as well. The Charlotte Hornets, they've fought back to make this respectable, but Kidd-Gilchrist throws it away. Could this be the play that spells the end for the Hornets? Right when they built up some momentum, there was a bit of a confusion around the half-court line, and that is the worst possible thing they could get. Now Dwayne Wade, he's out on the open floor. What a terrible sequence for the Charlotte Hornets right when it seemed they were coming back into this. Gilchrist now defended by Deng. A gutsy pass by Gilchrist into Al Jefferson. He goes from making the bad pass out of bounds to one of the better plays of the night with that one. But that could have made it only a 2-point game, but now Miami has a bit more breathing room. Again, Andrew Bynum getting those minutes late over Chris Anderson. Bosh was open for a second. Considered a three-pointer, but he'd rather head to the paint. And he'll get to the free throw line. Bosch, an 84% free throw shooter on the season. You have to like his chances on these. First one falls. Now his second. And that doesn't go in. Charlotte should consider themselves lucky there. And they're wasting no time at all down the floor. Kid Gilchrist, that's good. And it's only 3. Right when we think the Charlotte Hornets are done, they just come right back. It wasn't certain whether they would actually make the playoffs for the majority of the season. They had to climb into the 6th seed. Wade, in and out move through Stephenson. That's good! Dwayne Wade, at one time known as one of the clutch performers in the league, and he shows it again there. To compare the shooting guard matchup, Lance Stephenson with 12 points and 4 assists. A quiet game for him. And Dwayne Wade with that free throw falling. He's got 19 points on the evening. Walker wasted no time getting the ball up the floor. Their go-to play in these situations is usually Al Jefferson on the left block. Seems they want to move the ball around the perimeter. Kemba Walker choosing to play with his back to the basket. Now Lance Stephenson, he's got some space from Wade. That's no good, and it seems the Miami Heat are going to get out of Game 1 with a victory. And they can't catch up to Wade, and that'll do it. Miami was rolling on all cylinders tonight. Wasn't as easy going for the Hornets, but they were able to make it interesting late. Based on this game, this should be a fun series.